We are back. We are back. This is part 2. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Courtney Beatty. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. I created a 88-item questionnaire to help those who are trying to wisely discern compatibility in their dating experiences and also before they get married. I will put the link of the full questionnaire if you would like to purchase it off of Amazon or Spotify. But I am on here as a leader, as the leader that I am. I'm going to answer the questions myself so you can get an idea of what this questionnaire is about. So we left off on question 20 in part 1. We are on topic family and children. Question 21. Do you want to have children? If so, how many? Yes, I want to have children. Am I terrified to have children? Yes. Not just the process of birthing a child, but also just being a mom. Shout out to moms. Shout out to all parents. It takes a very special person to be a parent. But I know that I can do it because God's going to give me the grace to do it. And I've done very good with abundance. For those of you who don't know abundance, I'm not going to wake her up. She's actually laying down here under my feet. It's my 2-year-old toy poodle. And she is very winsome, very spoiled. And I love her very much. So if I can take care of her by myself, I know I can take care of a child or children with a husband. Teamwork. We got this. Question 22. How do you envision parenting roles? We are a team. We are equally involved in the parenting process. There is no, oh, I don't do this. I don't change diapers. I don't. No. Everybody does everything except for he can't breastfeed. I'll do that. I'll take care of it. That's my prayer anyways, because I know breastfeeding is hard. But I have done a lot of hard things in my life, so we're gonna fight through for the nutrients and the brain benefits. And obviously, you know, the birthing. But as far as like, I expect from the time of conception, not even when we found out that we're pregnant, the time of conception through the rest of life, my husband will be incredibly involved. Doctor's appointments, nutrition, education, information, all the things. Let's see, 23. Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna go back. The parenting roles. Yeah, we are again on the same page when it comes to how the children are raised. We are a low screen, low sugar family. Big on education, big on creativity, big on health, mental health, financial health, physical health, spiritual health. Kids will have a relationship with God. They're going to mirror what me and my husband do, having a regularly engaged and active relationship with God. Yeah, I think that's it for right now. It's more, but I'll talk to whoever my husband is about it. 23, how involved do you expect extended family to be in our lives? Well, the involvement of extended family is going to reflect the relationships that have been established or are being established as of right now. So just because we get married or just because we have kids, all of a sudden people want to be around. I'm not for that. But if those relationships are already established and well maintained and nurtured and things like that, like absolutely, you know, as much as they want to be involved, with good healthy boundaries. 24. What are your values regarding raising children? I think I already kind of mentioned this, but no shade to parents who choose other things, but low screen time, low sugar. We don't drink soda that has sugar in it. Juice, no sugar. We can't have juice, but no sugar. We're not a candy family. I mean, if my husband already had that habit, that's his business. I eat chocolate, but for kids, like, no. We have a relationship with God. We engage in educational experiences often. We are a reading family. We are a meditating family. We are a quiet time family. We are a sit your behind down. You ain't got to be going somewhere and doing something all the time family. I'll leave it there. We prioritize creativity as well. So whatever that may mean, whatever passion, whatever interest they may have, we support that. Lifestyle and daily living. This is a long section. I don't know how many questions in here, but it's about 25. Not too bad. I'm gonna try to get through these kind of quickly. Again, because I just want to give you an idea of what this looks like. I'm not trying to marry you, or maybe I am. Are you out there? Are you watching this, husband? Anyways, 25, how do you handle household chores and responsibilities? So I like a tidy home. I like a clean home. I'm not a crazy, like, OCD, neat freak type of thing, but bed made, counters wiped down with Clorox wipes, dishes washed daily. Don't have to necessarily be at night, because I understand, at least for me as a single woman, like, after I bought the grocery, I've cooked, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes them dishes don't get washed till the morning. But that's the first thing that I do when I wake up. You know, those dishes get washed the first part of the day. Trash is taken out almost daily, because I like smaller bags. I don't like trash to pile in these big old bags. It's just, I'm funny about smells. You know, leave the windows open. Oops, sorry. Get some fresh air in here. I love fresh candles. Mop at least once a week. It don't take long. Bathroom cleaning is important. I try to keep the sinks cleaned down and things like that. I usually do have, like, hair care products, face products, and things like that sitting out. If some people may consider that, like, looks like cluttery or whatever, it's for accessibility. I ain't got time for all that when I'm trying to get ready. If it bothers my husband, you know, I'll be flexible and compromise, but I'm just saying. I need to move on. So 26, what are my views on gender roles in a household? For the most part, ain't no gender roles. We're a team, and everybody is capable. We are two whole individuals coming into this relationship, and everybody knows how to do everything. So if you see a need, meet the need. And it shouldn't be that one person feels more burdened with household chores than the other. Now, if you have a strength, and I have a strength, let your light so shine. And that can be your thing. I don't mind. And if I have a strength, let my light so shine. And, you know, we'll work it out that way. But for the most part, everybody does everything. 27, how do you like to spend your free time? I love a good podcast, a good book, music, especially gospel, but I love all kind of music, especially R&B. What other kind of music I like? I like music that don't have lyrics. So jazz, Kenny G, meditation music, gospel. I think I already said that. I do listen to rap and stuff like that sometimes, but it's only when I'm, like, trying to pump myself up. That's not really, like, house music for me. Other ways I like to spend my time: outside, sunshine, fresh air, green, good. Beach, if I'm near one, I love that. Quiet time, for sure. I love educating myself. I love laughing. So that. I love going to nurseries, like greenhouses, It's very peaceful. Sometimes going out to eat. I love to cook, but I like to cook when I am inspired. That's a creative activity for me. So when the inspiration comes, I love to cook. I love to journal. I do that every single day, so I definitely do that in my free time. I love to spend time with family, friends, but don't do that as much. My friends are dispersed out in different places, so I don't do a lot of spending time with friends in person at this point in life. Spending time with my nieces on FaceTime. I love talking to my nieces, dancing with them, whether it's FaceTime or in person. Talking to my sister, my mom, you know, friends on the phone sometimes, text message, whatever. I enjoy learning. So definitely learning. Right now I've been learning Spanish for a little bit over a year. Somebody said, say something in Spanish. Who said that? I said that. Aprendiendo español. Mi nombre es Courtney. Yo tengo es 18 años. Pura vida. Anyways. People be feeling like, girl, you've been learning for all this time. Say something. I'm learning. I think I have almost 500 days on Duolingo. Calm down, I'm getting it. Believe me. Lord, where was I? 28. How do you prefer to spend your weekends? Well, weekends usually are a time that I need to run errands and get groceries and stuff like that if I couldn't do it during the week. When I'm married, I imagine going to Costco on Sundays and us like ringing up for our household. So like that's something. I don't do that right now, but it's a vision that I have. Rest, staying still, maybe some events, activities or something like that, but not a whole lot of running around because the weekend goes by fast. Spending time with family if I'm local or something. 29. What type of wedding do I envision? Being at the beach, something small, something intimate. Get our certificate from the courthouse, and then we have a very, very, very small, intimate ceremony. I don't care if it's just me and my husband. It would be nice if my nieces and my sister and her husband and my best friend and my parents were there, but it's not necessary. It's really up to my husband because it just may be an intimate moment just between the two of us, and I'm okay with that. Why is that on lifestyle and daily living? Anyways, we're gonna move on. What type of engagement ring or symbol of commitment is meaningful to you? I do want a ring. I love jewelry. I'm not even gonna do that. And I want a nice size. I will never ask my husband for jewelry on any other occasion, but this is one occasion where I want a nice rock. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know that they have all kind of rules and stuff like that, like, oh, your ring should be blank percentage of his income or whatever. Like, just I want a solitaire, no ice chips, please. If my husband is seeing this, and I'm gonna tell him this in person whenever I meet him, but I hate ice chip rings. What are ice chip rings? Those are those rings that have all those diamonds kind of like consolidated together. I don't like those. I don't like those. Just give me a nice rock, a nice solitaire, simple, but you know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyways, 31. What type of honeymoon experience do you desire? Something that matches my personality. Again, beach, vibes, Caribbean vibes. Honestly, I can't really say that because like I love the city too, you know, so I don't know. I'll be flexible. What I want to know what my husband wants to. Let's see, 32. What are your dream cars or preferred modes of transportation? Not y'all business. I don't know. I don't want to say that. So I want to move on. But I will tell my husband what those are. 33, what does your ideal morning flow look like, and what time do you usually wake up? So my ideal morning flow is before I open my eyes, I am praying. I'm acknowledging God. I ain't beeping the horn, child. I usually cuddle with abundance for a little bit. I don't just snatch right out of bed right away. Obviously, if I'm married, I'll be cuddling with my husband and abundance because my baby would not be getting left down. And then if we have children, then obviously, that's different. But the point is, morning flow is God first. Slow wake up in the morning. I usually listen to something, a sermon. Right now I'm doing a daily devotional to get through the Bible, the whole Bible, one day at a time for this year. After that, I'll get up, have a cup of tea. I love slow mornings. Nothing hectic, chaotic, whatever. If I was married, I might have a little with my husband. But right now I'm not, so it's just me. I get up, I get ready, brush my teeth, shower, all those things, whatever. I go downstairs to the courtyard, and I love morning meditation, yoga, stretching, praying in the sun. And then I go into my strength training. After that, I do cardio, and then I come back home in my office, and I start seeing clients. That's my morning flow. See, number 34 is what do you like your mornings to flow like to help ensure a productive, grounded day? What I just described. Yeah. 35, what does your typical daily workflow look like? Oh, so it's a continuation of that morning. See some clients. Midday siesta, I might go grocery shopping and cook during that time, but I will nourish my body. I will rest and take abundance out for a walk. I'm looking away right now because I'm like thinking through my day, so I'm envisioning it in my mind. After that, I will go into my late afternoon, evening shift of clients. Wrap up around 8 p.m. and hopefully I've already started dinner during the siesta, midday siesta. If I might cook, or I might order food out. I'm trying to get away from ordering food out. I'm trying to do that like only twice a week or only on the weekends. But sometimes it depends on how tired I am. I'm trying to get out of that being an excuse too, because those delivery fees be eating up my budget. Yeah, so that's my flow. After work, eat my food, usually watch a show. Right now I'm watching Valeria on Netflix. Oh my gosh, it's such a good show. It is in Spanish, and it helps me with my Spanish, but English subtitles. It's a great show if you have the intellectual capacity and patience, if you're not a native Spanish speaker. I will do my Duolingo lesson somewhere in between that. Maybe FaceTime my family, nieces, sister, mom. Maybe do a little texting with a friend or something like that. And then yeah, go to bed. That's it. That's the day. On work days. It's very rare that I will go out to dinner after a work day. Sometimes I switch it up. I listen to my body and what it needs in my heart, in my spirit. So I'm very much so a adaptive girl. Like, I may have an idea about something, and then it's like, my spirit tells me I need something else, and then I make a change. 36, how do I wind down or decompress after a long work day? Sensory deprivation. Silence, dark room, warm lighting, take a shower, soothing music, no lyrics. If it does have lyrics, turn the volume down. I usually don't have a TV. I have a TV, but I usually don't have it on. getting to my cooking vibes, because I do find cooking relaxing, that process when I'm listening to my music. Yeah, I think that's about it. Taking long showers. I journal and pray in the shower. 37, what do I do? Excuse me. Do you need alone time to recharge? Yes. Yes. I'm an introvert. And I know that that sounds very strange because I am a therapist and I talk all day long in my job, and I'm pretty out there. I'm not shy about posting content. So I know that's surprising, but yes, it's essential for me to have alone time, silence, to recharge. 38, what self-care time outside of the home do I need? Really just going for a walk, probably, you know. I mean, right now, I mean, I know I have nails on and stuff like that, but I mean, sometimes it might include nails and pedicure and hair appointments and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what that time looks like. Sometimes it's just going for a ride, a drive, or whatever, just different scenery, fresh air. Excuse me, Lord. 38, or all right, 39. What are your thoughts about eating out versus cooking home? So the nice thing about this budget spreadsheet I was just telling y'all about, that I started implementing in January. Well, it is January. But anyways, the point is, I've been consistent with it every single day with every single purchase. And what I have found without planning is I equally eat out just as much as I buy. This, like, the same dollar amount that I eat out is the same dollar amount that I buy groceries. So I do pretty good apparently with balancing that. Yeah, I'm not finna lie, you know, I do like to eat out sometimes, but I also love a home cooked meal, because sometimes eating out just don't be worth it. 40, how often do you prefer to eat out per week? Maybe like twice, 2 or 3, something like that. I don't have a serious eating out habit. I don't drink Starbucks every day. I make my own tea at home. I make my own breakfast at home. Usually like protein shake and like some oatmeal or something like that. Eggs, you know, breakfast taquitos, something like that. Usually when I eat out is lunchtime or dinner. And again, I've been trying to cut out eating out as much, so it's been basically just dinner lately. 41, what is your typical daily eating pattern? Wake up in the morning, drink some tea, drink a protein shake during my first session with my clients. Might have an apple, something like that, a fruit, papaya. I will have lunch, which most people would consider late, but usually around like 3 o'clock or something. Might make like 2 like chicken snack wrap type of things with some chips, and I love a good soup, so I might have some soup with it. Always try to have at least 1 green or like vegetables, like at least once a day. Dinner, I don't know, dinner is dinner. Try to have something lighter. Protein prioritize, vegetables prioritize. 42, what are your thoughts about pets in the home? I said that in the first video. I have a 2-year-old toy poodle. She is very spoiled. She is my baby. She does not belong in a crate. We don't do that around here. If you want somebody in the crate, you get in the crate. This is her home. Anyways, 43, how do you feel about pets on furniture in the bed? We practice very good hygiene around here. Whenever Abundance goes outside of the home, goes for a walk, I wash her hands and I wash her feet just like Jesus did. I wash her hands and I wash her feet every single time. If I don't have time to wash her hands and her feet because I'm dashing in from a walk and I'm running late for a meeting, a client, whatever, I will at least wipe her hands and her feet with a antibacterial baby wipe. So yes, she does get on the furniture, on the couch, and on my bed. 43, how do you feel? Okay, sorry, I already did. 44, what are your views on pet training? I kind of just said that. Abundance is a free spirit. You know, she is PP trained. She's PP pad trained. We have a designated area if she doesn't get outside. But yeah, that's about it. 45, what are your thoughts on guests in the home? I don't mind it. Just be respectful and just read the room, really. Also, I have a hygiene thing. No shoes on your feet in the house. Leave your shoes at the door. Let's see. 46, are there deal breakers regarding hosting others? I haven't really experienced much of this, so I can't really speak to it too much. So again, just be respectful and read the room, you know. Act like you got some home training. Take your shoes off at the door. Whatever I ask you to do in my home, that's what I expect you to do, really. Nothing weird, but you know, as far as like respecting the space. 48, oh excuse me, 47, I skipped one. What are your thoughts on multi-generational living? Haven't crossed that threshold either. I'm open to it. You know, again, if everybody treats everybody like adults and are respectful and have good, healthy boundaries, blah, 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 whatever. If that becomes a conversation with my husband, then we'll talk about it in depth. 48, how would you feel about elderly family members living with you? If it's necessary, sure. You know, it's not like ideal, you know what I'm saying? But I don't mind it. I think that again, respect goes a long way in just having an understanding. Another conversation to have with my husband if that becomes a thing. Number 49, are there non-negotiables related to extended family living arrangements? Well, people who don't carry their own weight, you know, like, you know, you got to clean up, you got to contribute in some type of meaningful way, and that can be decided between me and my husband and the person, whoever the person is. 50, what are your preferences about noise levels in the home? You know, I've really become one of those people. I don't care for noise. If you hear the background of this video, like, all you hear is traffic because I have the window open. So I do like quiet. I don't have kids yet, you know, so I know that changes things. But right now, I mean, it might be some quiet music playing in the background. But you know what really gets on my nerves is a TV that runs all the time. I love my mama. Don't get me wrong. But when I went home for Christmas, I just noticed that she always have the TV running. And I just wanted to think to myself, because I didn't say it to her because it's her house and she can do whatever she please. I just was thinking, why? Even if nobody's watching it, it's just, why? Okay, we're going to move on. 51, do you prefer background noise such as TV or music? Kind of just talked about that. 52, how do you engage with media volume reactions? So like if you watch sports and stuff like that, do you be hollering at the phone in the TV and stuff like that? Now again, when a woman is in love, she'll tolerate some things, but just read the room, you know. Just read the room. If I'm reading a book, don't come where I am hollering. You can holler somewhere else. Just read the room. If the baby is asleep, don't be hollering and waking up my baby. It's not my baby, it's our baby. But you know what I mean. Just read the room. Emotional intelligence. We're not saying common sense, because common sense is not common. We all know that. Let's see. 53. Are there specific quiet hours important to me? When I'm reading, I prefer quiet. Obviously when I'm sleeping, you know, trying to go to sleep. But I think that's about it. Or if I'm having quiet time, like very specific quiet time, like during like midday break or something, and I'm trying to, you know, recharge and reset myself after seeing clients back to back, you know, quiet time is requested, wanted, needed, required, whatever. Okay, so the next section is intimacy, sexuality, and cohabitation. I'm not going to answer those questions because y'all is nosy. If my husband is watching this, then we'll talk about this in private. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I counted that right. Excuse me. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 11 questions on intimacy, sexuality, and cohabitation. So that's a part of the questionnaire. All right, y'all, we're going to go through the religion and spirituality piece. And then we're going to take another pause. And we're going to wrap up the questionnaire with video number 3. 72, what role does religion and spirituality play in your life? It is an absolute necessary aspect of my life. It is the foundation of my life. It is the cornerstone of my life. It is the premise in which I live. It helps to guide how I show up in the world, my mindset, my life purpose, my calling, how I treat people, and the standard that God has placed on me. I'm a representative of the kingdom. I do my best to please God in every aspect of who I am. Am I still a human? And have I fallen? Sometimes do I fall? Will I fall in the future? Unfortunately, yes. But my relationship with Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior is real. 73, how would you incorporate it into your relationship or family? We engaged with Jesus together. We are a mirror of each other. We both have a very close, intimate relationship with God and Jesus. We are followers and disciples of Christ. We spend time with God often, all throughout the day, not just on Sunday. We pray, we worship, we go to church, listen to sermons, we give tithe and offering. We're God family. We wear the paraphernalia. I love my little green cross emerald pendant thing. Shout out to, well, y'all ain't sponsoring me, so I'm not telling where my rings came from. But I love God jewelry. Okay? Anyways. 74, how do you feel about religious holidays and traditions? You know, I don't really care too much about the commercialization of Christmas and Easter, but it's fun for kids, right? And I want kids to have fun memories. You know, I don't want to be, you know, so stick in the mud about it. But we will be very clear on teaching the reasons for the season. Yeah, I always envision like my kids in being in Christmas plays, and my children doing Easter speeches, and you know, me recording, and that's my baby, you know, that kind of thing. Dressing my baby up with her little ruffle socks and her, you know, church dress and everything, her bows or whatever. So yes, I want to do those things with my kids, my husband, my family. So part of my life vision. All right, so social life and friendships, conflict resolution and repair, long-term vision, and legal and practical considerations are the only sections that are left. So I will see you in video number 3. Bye.